Morning, everybody. Maybe one of these. Oh, and then one of these. Oh, yeah, it's good. Well, I do, but I'd love you to join me.
I can go back to bed.
Mal's almost here.
Return of the King is long. It's so long.
It is long. Oh, Return of the King is not the longest movie I've ever watched, but it is long. It is definitely it's definitely a long one. Morning, everybody. Because we watched the Super Bowl on Sunday, which, by the way, Super Bowl champion.
You did so much work. You ran the football yourself.
I did. Did you see me on the field?
Uh-huh.
That was me. I was the... Which team won? Rams. Rams! I was the Rams! Go Rams! Always been a Rams fan. For so long.
You believed in them the
I
whole way.
believed in them from when they were just the tiny goats. So anyway, that happened, but because of that, we couldn't watch Lord of the Rings, which was really the biggest tragedy of Sunday. So we watched Lord of the Rings yesterday.
Mm-hmm. For Valentine's Day.
And we, honest to God, got started on the movie at 8:30, and we still went to bed at stupid o'clock. And, like, I don't know how. I mean, I kind of know how, but not really. Because, like, it's a long movie, but it's not, like, that long. But we paused it a lot, and also we were also working on, like, food, because we had an appetizer, and then we had dinner, and then we had dessert, and we paused the movie to work on those things while we...
It's the same as pausing the movie to explain it, though.
Yeah, except for longer stretches. Anyway, we're gonna need a nap today, but it was fun to finally finish off the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And Return of the King was the one film that I had not seen. Technically, I hadn't really seen any of them. But Return of the King, I hadn't seen at all, so it was fun. The vlog for it is longer than I thought. I thought after we watched it, we talked about it, and I thought we talked for like 8 to 10 minutes. And when I was done, it was like half an hour long. And I was like, Mal, did we talk about this movie for half an hour? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, how? It felt like 8 minutes. She goes, you talked about it for 30 minutes. I was like, oh. I'll probably cut that down a little bit. But yeah, I'll get to that soon. Anyway, it's good. And now I've seen it. Yeah. Chisholm was a little. I was talking to Mel about it, and I was like, having now seen all 3 films, I'm fairly certain that if you were to just completely remove Tizzle and Wizzle from all films, I mean, just cut them out of the films completely, you could probably make an edit where they don't exist and it affects nothing. So...
You also decided which one was Tizzle and which one was Wizzle, because before they were interchangeable.
Yeah. In Return of the King, there's some time where they're not together, and I had to then decide. That was the hardest part of watching the movies for me. It was like, oh God, now I have to decide which is which. That was hard. Anyway, let's read some things. We got 13 months from the Reload, 41 months from Ryu. 16 months from Pink Matima, 17 months from Bubbles8738, 35 months from BC 2014, 700 bits from RunT.exe. Morning, gang. I am once again sharing the goodest of vibes. A friend of mine dragged me to our school's fencing club, and I didn't expect it, but it was a lot of fun, on top of being a great workout. Hope everyone has a good morning and a happy Tuesday. I've heard a lot of good things about fencing.
Yeah.
It seems fun, because who wouldn't want to...
Have a sword? A foil?
Yeah, like, who wouldn't want to do that? It's just fun. I almost said, who wouldn't want to stab someone? And then I was like, I could probably word that
They touch.
better.
The touch.
Well, yeah, you don't... Obviously, the school's not like, come stab people. But, like, it's just a fun... Anytime I've ever seen anything about fencing, it looks genuinely fun. So, we could do that. Next time me and Thomas are in the same room.
You're going to fence?
Yeah, fence, stab, woods, or something like that. We can make it work. It'd be fun. We got 5 gift subs from Mark from Vermont to Kwood 2277, Sand 321, Rhina Moon Sage, Papa Bean, and Nintendo Fan 37. Mark, thank you. Get some early milk for folks. Yeah, fence, stab, lick. I mean, really, these are interchangeable terms. 18 months from Maya the Siren, 182. 32 months from Andrew in the Kitchen. 23 months from Adrian Quell. 24 months from Back in Red. Congrats on the 2. Stab Steven. Man, that's just a really threatening thing to see, like, scrolling by. Thomas writing stab Steven and then just a little face, like, nodding. I'm like, If something ever happens, we have this moment on video so we can come back to it. 40 months from Ultra Husk.
If you're found with a stab wound,
Yeah.
you're gonna suspect Thomas first.
Of everyone I know? Yeah. I mean, even before this moment. 22 months from the Basuna 7513. Omega Kayla gifted a sub to Dante the Freezer. Chamber Online subscribed. Welcome. Welcome. Not the person in front of you with a knife, just Thomas. It could go either way, really. We have to play it by ear. We gotta see, like, how I feel at the time. Stabbed, probably. We also got 12 months from Aiden. Aiden C97. Congrats on the 1. Speaking of Mom Spaghetti. Speaking of Mom Spaghetti.
Mom Spaghetti.
Speaking of Mom Spaghetti, there's a second Mom Spaghetti alert. I'm close enough that I'll finish where I was going. 305 bits from Furry Zoe says, random useless fact time. According to Google, the longest movie ever made takes 35 days and 17 hours to watch completely. It's called Logistics, and there is a 72-minute edit of the film that exists. That's too long. It's too long. I don't think a movie should take 35 days. It's a long time. I'm kind of curious about it, but no, it's too long. Because here's the thing. If you had 35 days to, like, watch something, what I would suggest watching is, like, StephenVOD. Because at least then you get to watch, like, 4,000 different little things. As opposed to one thing. That's my personal suggestion. Take it or leave it. Popsky says, hey, I wrote this up. So we actually, as of the new stream box, so whenever that was, whenever I finally got that all together, a few weeks ago now, as of a few weeks ago, I updated the song database. Because previously all the song database stuff was on the Mac, so it was getting inserted into, like, Let's Plays and vlogs and things like that, but now it's showing up on stream, so Popsky, thanks for song. Appreciate it. We got also updated songs from previous artists that have been on here, like Jules, and I've got a lot of other stuff to add too. But we're not. Anyway, if you got 35 days, watch in 35 days. How long is a movie? 2 hours. So that's 12 times 35. Watch that many movies. Also, or sleep. Use half of it to sleep. 300 bits from Gamer Girl Life says, I'm going to need some good vibes. I spent Valentine's Day by myself while my dad spent it with his boyfriend. I wish I had one. Good vibes. Good vibes. And Valentine's Day is an interesting time for folks. It can be like very, very exciting. It can be, I guess, to some extent the opposite of that. Or for everyone, today can be the best time for discount candy. And in some way, that can help fill any voids in your life. Maybe not any voids, but a surprising amount of voids. Wouldn't mind stopping by the grocery store just to see.
You going to the grocery store today?
Well, I mean, just, maybe sometime soon. All I'm saying is that I wouldn't mind having just some... That's exactly what I was about to say.
Coffee!
Winter Pearls on it. The discounted Heart Reese's. Because, as we know, nobody would ever want to buy Reese Cups in the shape of a heart after Valentine's Day. That's when most consumers spit on the candy. When they're walking through the grocery store and they go, how dare this not be circular now? Puh! And while they're doing that, I will scoop in and go...
Spit on candy, yes. Mmm.
So much disdain for the shape of the candy. Becca. I defy you, heart candy! No hearts today and no snowmen. What else? No, they don't do snowmen. Do they do trees? Trees.
And pumpkins.
Do they do pumpkins? Stop. No, they don't. That's not real.
And Easter eggs.
The Easter eggs are real. The trees are real. Hold on. Reese's pumpkin. Oh my God, they do. I've never seen these. I've never seen these before.
They look like the eggs with a stem.
Honestly, I really don't think I've ever seen these Reese's pumpkins before. And
maybe they're regional.
Well, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, they come out during a time where there's a jillion other pieces of candy, because Halloween is it's like the busiest time for candy. And I'm thinking, I wonder maybe if I've never noticed them because there's just so much other candy out. Maybe. Anyway, Reese's Cups are great. That's my whole point.
Did the vlog come out yet about the almond butter ones I had?
Yes.
Okay.
Just came out.
Okay.
Where we mentioned it.
Justin's company that makes peanut butter and almond butter and cashew butter.
Mm-hmm.
They have cashew butter and almond butter peanut butter cups. They're not peanut butter. They're stuff I can eat, and they're so good. Maybe it's because I don't remember what actual peanut butter cups taste like.
I mean, if you ever want a comparison of like, if something tastes like peanut butter, you can ask me.
I ate them already.
Okay, well, I can have all of them, like a deity.
I know.
A butter-consuming deity. It's really what I am. 30 Bits Applied to Pikachu says, firstly, congrats on winning your Super Bowl bet. Second, when I heard that Eminem was in the halftime show, my first thought was, it's the Mom's Spaghetti guy. Morning Mario has clearly had an influence on me. Yeah, I actually heard that from other folks too, that I may have ruined Eminem, or at least that song, for them forever.
Of course they played that song.
Well, yeah. It was a really cool halftime show, because I don't believe, and I mean, I am not like a Super Bowl researcher, but I don't believe there's ever been an entire Super Bowl show that's been like solely dedicated with multiple artists to hip hop and rap. Mm-hmm. So for that to happen, and for that to happen like in LA, was really neat. That was really cool. I thought that was just a unique experience. Did not expect to see 50 Cent. They didn't.
Well, he wasn't announced.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So that was neat. I felt bad that he was hanging upside down when they first showed him, because I was thinking, how long you been there? Because when they finally started singing, he was woozy. I mean, go back and watch the tape. I mean, he was like, you could tell that his blood had been going to his head for a while. He was like, you find me in the club. And I was like, oh, buddy, we need to find you in a place to sit down. Get you some cool water. Anyway, where was I? 30 bits from James, who says, why is a West Coaster like me up this early? I don't know. All I know is Eminem said Mom's spaghetti at the Super Bowl. I hope folks enjoyed, for anyone who was using my my tweets as a either as a way to tell what was going on or just watching them as an accompaniment to the Super Bowl, that you enjoyed my tweet session.
I did.
It's the one time a year that I tweet more than like once a day. I always tried to limit myself like to one, maybe two a day, and that's the one time a year where I'm like, I'll do this. I'll write all of the tweets. I'll never look at Capcom's logo the same way. It looked like Capcom's logo. It really did. If you look at them, if you look at all the tweets now,
Some of them you don't understand.
they're like without any context. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to understand. We got 4 months from RoboBear, 40 months from JR Brandon 15. Hey Brandon. 34 months from Isashi09. 29 months from Lugo 44. 300 bits from Furry Zoe says, personally speaking, when it comes to watching the film logistics, I would probably watch the 72-minute version and not the entire film because, oh my gosh, it sounds so boring. And as someone who basically does nothing all day, I do not have that kind of time. That's fair. There are movies that are long. So, like, Return of the King is long.
Yeah.
Surprisingly long. Like, 4 hours. We watched the extended edition, and I think it was over 4 hours long. I gotta check the tape on that, but I think it was like 4 hours. I have watched in not David Lynch coming in. Long movies are good too. They are. Like, the longest film I think I've ever watched in like a single sitting, like I sat down to watch the whole thing, was The Stand. Stephen King's The Stand. That is an 8-hour movie. And I watched that in a single sitting. It was on TV, so like I'm sure some of it was cut a little bit, but it started at 3 and ended at 11. And like, yeah, it's a mini series, right? Like it's I'm sure it's intended to be watched as 4 different little movies or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna call it a movie. Because if you watch 4 2-hour movies in succession, like that's just one long movie. Anyway, that was fun. And actually, I think the funniest thing about that is that we didn't even plan. It was yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. A lot of the times, those series are they're not intended for single viewing. But there was one Sunday. I think it was in high school. Yeah. And me and my family, we were at home, and we were just perusing like through what was coming on TV, and The Stand was just coming on. We did not know what it was. We did not know how long it was. And we were like, oh, let's watch this. We started watching it, and then it just never ended. And it got to the point where it's like, well, we gotta like order pizza. You know, we can't get up and make food because like we gotta watch this movie. We just did not know when it was gonna end. And I remember me and my mom watched the whole thing. Started at 3, and it was not done until 11. We had no idea what we were getting into. It was good timing that we actually saw it from the start, though. Yeah. It's a long film. Anyway, let's see, where was I? 4 months from Laneland. 2 months from Angel8685. 5 months from Lightstar. 350 bits from Dragon Lover 9000 says, here's a trivia question to start your morning. Which continent is the driest?
Antarctica.
I wonder if it's a trick question. Because, like, my first thought for driest continent would be Africa? Or Asia? That would, that would be like, that'd be my first thought. Because, like, Antarctica would be, like, technically correct, but we're overlooking the fact that all of the ice...
if you think about overall annual rainfall / snowfall, it's still, like, nothing.
That's fair. Well, then, yeah, it probably is Antarctica. Because, like, Africa and Asia have a lot of deserts.
Well, there's a lot of parts of Asia, because it's so large, are just total rainforests.
That's true. Yeah, I guess Antarctica. Neat. Into some A-Rails, it says, so last week got good vibes for my second interview for a job that went really well. Now I have the technical interview this afternoon. Good vibes for that.
Good vibes.
I hope that goes well. A lot of folks doing some interviews in the last few weeks. Yeah. Good. Very, very good. I only just took my pill, like, right before
you got
stream.
a half hour.
So I have this, I have a desire for coffee, but coffee is, it's an empty cup. This makes me feel included, though. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
This is kind of
You're
really
welcome.
the thought that counts. One to rule us all. I'm actually really excited about it because I get to go to
The gastro this week.
I get to go to the gastro this week.
In 2 days.
I'm going on Thursday, and I'm really excited about it. Just want to know more about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Would be nice to know. And we'll see what they want to do, and we'll see what tests they want to do, and we'll go from there. I'm actually really looking forward to it. Immensely looking forward to it. So, just curious about what's going on. And I actually have been doing really good on my pills. But it does make you wonder, like, after you've been on the pills for a while, you kind of wonder what it would be like to skip a pill.
That's how I felt after surgery. I was like, I wonder if I skip my painkiller, what's gonna happen?
Well,
and you didn't let me.
Yeah, we eventually got there.
Yeah.
But your situation was a little bit different than mine. It's good data though. You know, like it's something good to know. So, from Dragon Lover 3 it says that's correct. It's Antarctica.
I know.
You knew.
I know.
You knew in your heart. Yeah, it's just good data to have because, like, when you talk to the gastro and they're like, so how's it going? I can be like, well, several weeks ago I missed, a pill or two and I was in immense pain. But the question is, am I feeling better now? I don't know because I haven't skipped pills. So there's definitely a part of me that's like, what if you just take a day off of the pills and see how it's going? But I don't want to feel like crap. So I think what I'm going to do is I might just wait, talk to the doctor on Thursday.
Yeah.
See what they say, and then go from there. I think it's what I'm gonna do. And we'll see what happens. We'll see. Bits from Dragon Lover 9000 says, I got another trivia question on a similar topic. Which U.S. state has the highest average humidity?
Hawaii.
I mean, probably.
It's higher near the coast, and they are nothing but coast.
Yeah. That's a really good answer.
And Hawaii's warm all year, so it's always going to be humid.
Yeah, I mean, like, Florida's a good answer, because Florida is a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say, yeah, Hawaii makes a little more sense. But they're both good. Houston. My favorite U.S. state is Houston. Actually, there's so as we continue to explore every possible derivative of Wordle, it's like a new one every single week.
Yeah.
I think I should take this moment to tell you that there is yet another derivative called Worldle. It's Wordle, but with an L between the R and the D. And it's one that I stopped. Seems like a new one. I actually stopped playing Wordle. I had been playing Wordle daily, and I'd been playing Dirtle daily. And then they came out with Quordle, which was Dirtle times 2, double Dirtle. It's fun to say. But I eventually just fell out of it because I've been doing some other stuff. But Worldle, I'm like, ooh, Worldle was nice because Worldle is, you know, in a sense, teaching geography. I really like that idea. I'm like, okay, that's cool. There was one the other day, and I wonder if I still have it pulled up because I didn't get it and I was frustrated. Oh, I shouldn't.
That's a new one.
I shouldn't have opened it because I
Yeah.
could see my stuff on screen. Well, anyway, it was Czech Republic. God, that's quite an alert. It was Czech Republic, and I started. I started with like, because it just shows you the shape, and I was like.
Of the country.
I was like, I'm not sure. I was like, Afghanistan? And it was like, it shows you how many kilometers away and in what direction. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I think I guessed Switzerland. And it was like, oh, you're really close. And I was like, Poland? Austria? And I systematically chose every single country around Czech Republic. Like, every time I would guess, it would be like, this way. And I'd be like, okay. And it was like, nope, this way. And they're all within like 200 to 500 kilometers. And I'm like, and Mal was sitting there. She had done it first.
I had the same experience. I could think of the city Prague, but I was like, for some reason, I was like, what country is Prague in? This is definitely the country that Prague is in.
It was really frustrating because I would type in a guess and I was already at like 97% closeness, and I type one in, it was like, now you're at 98. And I'm like, okay, how about this? And it's like 98 again in a different direction. And I'm like, and I could tell I was just circling the country. And I'm like, what country is this?
See, that
I forgot
happened to
about
me
Czech
for
Republic.
2 days.
Huh?
That happened to me for 2 days.
Anyway.
Again.
Anyway, but like the thing is, what I had done is I just pulled, because you could pull up just the whole list of the countries, and I was like looking through every country in the world, and I was like, what country is this? And I just completely forgot about Czech Republic. Anyway, that game, I really like that game. That's a fun game. I think that would be a lot of fun to to try at some point.
I like GeoGuessr. There was one time it put me
I haven't played GeoGuessr.
on a place where I actually have been. And I was like, I know where this is.
Oh my god, we got lyrics. Oh, as a reminder, when we did move to the new stream box, every single thing did get reset. I think out of fairness, we'll maybe let Sab finish this song. But it'll be the only time we ever let Sab finish this song. We got 30 bits from Satsy, who says, so I finally caught my first natural shiny, Frillish. It is now a shiny Jellicent male, just like the Pokemon Checker Chaz programmed. The weirdest coincidence so far. Thanks, Chaz. I think the only shiny I've ever caught that I can think about, that I can recall, is the shiny Gyarados in the lake. I honest to God, I don't think I've ever in my entire life across any Pokemon game caught any shinies. I really, really don't think I have. I've never looked for them. It was, in fact, I didn't even know shinies, that's why you said natural. So, like, I did not even know shinies were a concept until adulthood. Like, until I was, you know, ostensibly, like, done playing Pokemon games.
Yeah.
That's when I learned about them. And you might be saying, well, how did you not know about them? You had a shiny Gyarados from Gold and Silver. I did not understand that they were in the game. I thought that it was just Gyarados. That was it. Like, I didn't understand that, like, oh, they're everywhere. Never occurred to me at all. And like later in life, learning that people like restarted the game like hundreds of times to try and get shiny starters or whatever. Like, it blew my mind. I was like, what? You mean the red Gyarados? And they're like, yeah, but it's for all of them. And I'm like, what? It's probably good that I didn't know about that as a kid.
Yeah.
Because I already sunk a lot of time into the Pokemon games. I'd probably still be playing like Pokemon Red and Blue. I'd still be working on it, or whatever. Were shinies in Red and Blue, or did they start in Gold and Silver? Because I actually don't know that. It started in Gen 2. Okay. All right. Lord have mercy. Anyway. 300 bits from Dragon Lover says, correct answer for the humidity question, Alaska. Because of the low temperatures, the air can hold less water, so it takes less moisture to raise the humidity. Oh. That's neat. Learning stuff every day.
Mm-hmm.
We got 353 bits from Radio Dread says, clown test. Would not be the first time that we've received a
clown test.
A clown test. There's so many clown tests. 27 months from Toaster Wolf 99. 300 bits from the Reload says, so Coliseum is next week, and for art, I'm drawing Steven as an eldritch follower of the lamp. It's going to look so good. It is hard for me to think about the fact that TRG Coliseum is in a week.
Yeah.
But TRG Coliseum is next week. It is next week. For y'all, it's 11 days away. For us, it is sooner than that.
9
days away. It's fine.
You got all the intro footage.
Yeah, I want to say a special thank you to everyone for, to all of the folks that are involved that got me the intro footage on time. And I hate to say that I had literally no faith in about half of them, but I really had literally no faith in about half of them, and I was proved wrong. So, egg on my face. Good job, everyone. They actually did. It might have been because leading up to the deadline that I set, every single day I tagged everyone and yelled at everyone. So that might have helped. I don't know.
Even John got it to us.
Even John. John actually didn't get it to me by the deadline, but he told me that he couldn't, and I think it was weather related.
Yeah.
I think that was it, and I was like, it's fine. It's like, as long as you do it like right after, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I have no qualms with anybody. They did it.
Yeah.
They did it. Public humiliation is the greatest mode. So I am someone who is not afraid to tag individuals in the group chat. And I think people know that, and I think that scares them. Because nobody wants to be tagged and be like, oh, hey, you, and you. Everyone else did their stuff and met the deadline that I set, like, weeks ago. Where's your stuff? I will do that. I will absolutely do that. So, in an effort, I think, to avoid the public humiliation, everyone got their stuff in on time, and I'm super proud of everyone. Everyone did a great job, and I can't wait to get that done, and have that show. I guess that'll be how it starts. That'll be that'll be the intro. Is there anything that we can reveal about it?
About the intro?
Yeah, here's one thing I'll reveal, because I think that this is vague enough, but it'll still be fun for folks. The theme has always been, and I don't know if you realize this, but the theme has always been parodies of television intros, because we started with Family Matters, and then we did Brady Bunch, and last year we did Saturday Night Live. So this year is also a TV show parody intro. So I'm not going to tell you anything other than that, but look forward to it. Look forward to it, and I'll be cutting that together this week, and it'll be ready for next week. It'll be great. It'll be great. 3 Bits from Item Crafting Live says, this is a test of the emergency clown system. If this was an actual clown, that would be scary. In the future of Breakfast Stream, when we have infinite budget,
Yeah.
we will hire a clown who is always off screen. And when the clown alert comes in, he will be on screen. And I think we will lose viewers.
Yeah.
3 Bits from Mr. Viperfang says, do you find things feel a bit too funny lately? Face looking pale white, nose starting to swell with redness? Ask your doctor if a clown test is right for you. When you blow your nose, does it honk?
I thought it was just a squeeze.
Well, why would anyone squeeze their nose? I tried to put it into perspective. Like,
I see.
if anyone walks around just squeezing their nose, this is low. I mean, that's not a clown. That's something else. I don't know what that is. Anyway, yeah. Very much looking forward to seeing folks next week, and all of the fun that comes along with that. We haven't discussed the food aspect of Coliseum. That has not actually come up, but I feel very strongly that Mal and I will be cooking.
Yeah, for our house.
For our house. Mm-hmm. Our house. We'll be cooking for our house. Our house. We'll be eating better than the other house. Our house. Just called out the other house. Just blatantly, just boom. I think they'd agree.
What about John's house?
John's house. We'll also be eating real well. It's a burn. Little burn. It really, like, honestly, with more prep, we didn't realize that we were going to be splitting up into hubs until, relatively last minute. I honestly think that if we would have known that ahead of time and planned it more, I think that we could have done a whole, like, East Coast versus West Coast thing. Yeah. But we didn't, so do not prepare for that.
Someone made a joke about 3 houses when we were doing our meeting, and it was really good. I can't remember exactly how it went.
It's less 3 houses and more like 4, 5.
5,
6. There's some houses. 6 houses. 7 houses? 2 big houses. Fire Emblem. 2 big houses and 5 other smaller houses. Parody logo for someone to immediately open Photoshop and get started on. Yeah, it is next week. I'm looking forward to it. And the other thing is that me and Dan have been working to, ensure that things are ready on our end so we can just get things scheduled and not have to think about that aspect. So I won't be in work mode for any of our stuff because it'll just be done.
Yeah.
And Dan's been doing a good job on that, so I'm excited. I really am. And you know what I'm most excited for? Do you know what I'm most excited for?
No, I don't know.
I bet you do. What am I most excited for?
Filming bumpers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But very, very specifically, you know, the thing that I'm most excited for is that I haven't had, you know, people to film things with in years.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the thing that I'm most excited about is just the idea of being able to film stuff like with other folks, and that's really exciting. And I know I've already announced. I think I announced it last year, but don't expect any lamp short films.
Yeah, there is not going to be a short film.
Sorry, buddy. Lamp is right off screen. And I am also excited for the cookies. Actually, I saw my mom yesterday. Briefly stopped by the house to... Oh, we dropped off chili. Mal made chili, and we dropped off some chili. And my mom was asking me the dates, and she's like, "Would you want me to make some baked goods?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna tell you no. Are you crazy?" And I know for a fact that everyone else there. See, that's really the separation between the East Coast house and West Coast house. West Coast, I wish West Coast house well. I really do. And I think that they're going to create some amazing segments. They're going to create some amazing bumpers within their house. And I'm sure that they'll also create some amazing food. They, however, will not have my mom's baked goods. And I think that they will each shed one single tear because of that. That's definitely going to happen. Chanel asked a great question. It says, who all is in each house? So for the most part, it'll be relatively easy to figure out. Because in a general sense, the folks that are closest to their respective coasts will be going to their coast, but not in every situation. There are some folks who are going to be at a different house. And then the big one is Tom, because Tom's, dead center. It's like, where's Tom going? Tom will be here. Tom will be East Coast. The reason Tom is coming East Coast is a great question. I don't know. I think the reason, honestly, is that we have historically shot a lot of bumpers with Tom.
Yeah.
And I think Tom knows that and understands that and wants to be where the filming is more distinctly going to happen.
Emil was like, stay with me first, and then so there's less driving for Tom to do. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all getting figured out. It's all getting figured out, and I'm excited about it. But it is wild to think that it's next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's next week. And we'll talk more about that. Like, next Tuesday? Next Thursday, especially, I'll have even more to say about it. Because
you will have more to say.
Yeah. But by that point, things will be a little bit better because I'll have the intro completely cut and some other things. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about DOG Coliseum. We'll talk about that next week. For now, I still have 10 minutes before I can have some toast. I've been trying to kill time before I could. I woke up with a pit in my stomach, which is absolutely insane because yesterday we had, count it, There's TGI Fridays brand? TGI Fridays brand honey barbecue boneless wings. We opened with that. And then we had a DiGiorno stuffed crust pizza.
We were going to do lobster ravioli for Valentine's Day, but then we decided we didn't want to stand in the kitchen and cook, so we just threw a pizza in the oven.
It would have taken us even longer to get through the movie.
Yeah.
It was probably a fine decision.
Yeah, it was a decision. Yeah.
And then we had cinnamon rolls. Multiple. Not a healthy day yesterday at all.
No, it wasn't.
But it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, I didn't fix the bean button. So, you know, whoever wants to bean first, go for it. Because I can't. I meant to fix it, I just haven't. It doesn't work, right?
It says, oh, did it? No, it didn't.
It gave me the illusion for a moment. But no, that's...
I'm the one.
I'm the one! The power! Noah's got the power today. Thank you, Noah. And thank you to our Patreon producers. And one day I'll fix that button. Actually, remind me in 30 minutes to fix the button. It could be today. It also may not
In 30
be.
minutes, you're going to look at that and be like, what button?
I hope I'll remember. We got 36 months from Marty Griff, 1980. Congrats on the 3. So I wanted to give like a quick... I don't talk about these on the vlog. But I wanted to let you know about the things that we ate yesterday. Those TGI Fridays boneless wings, actually pretty good.
Better than I expected.
I grabbed them in a fit of food lust in the grocery store.
You sure did.
I really did. It was like a
You
spur of the
didn't
moment.
even say anything to me. You just grabbed one and threw them in the cart.
I don't ever do that. And like
Yeah.
we had picked up a pizza, and then I was walking by and I saw them and I was like, I want that. I was really
You didn't
hungry.
even debate which flavor. You just
Nope. No, I was hungry in the store, and that's where the problem really began.
Yeah.
You shouldn't shop when you're hungry, or alternatively, shop when you're.
Renee says you were unsupervised.
I was unsupervised, and I saw them, and I didn't think. I was just like, I want those. I was like, I want those with my pizza. And that's how I did it. 300 Bits of Blastoise says, you know when your eyes are bigger than your mouth because of food lust. It's true. It's true. I just saw the box and I was thinking there's no way these are gonna look like that. But that being said, we ate them last night and I was surprised at how good they were.
Frozen.
For frozen. I think what made the difference though is that I've had flavored boneless wings before by Tyson or some of the other brands. And the way they usually work is that they're
Sauced.
They're pre-sauced. What set these apart is that the sauce is in a packet. You cook the chicken, and then you sauce everything at the end.
So they stay crispy.
They stay crispy, and also there's more sauce on them. And I think that's what really made the difference. They were actually really good. So I liked those. The DiGiorno stuffed crust pizza was a little sad.
Yeah.
I would not get that again at all. It didn't really cook up correctly. Everything about it was a little off, and the whole thing was meh. There are far better.
Kind of wish we would have done the other pizza now, but at least that one is gone.
Yeah. That's the one Popsky, that's the one I wanted to get. I wanted to get that one.
The croissant crust?
I wanted to try that one.
I did too, but they didn't have the toppings I wanted. It was like only Meat Lover's pizza, and I don't want that.
Yeah, I really wanted to. So, me and Mao are big fans of deluxe pizzas or pizzas Supremes, anything that has like a bunch of toppings on it.
I just want vegetables.
And that's what we got the stuffed crust Supreme pizza, but I saw the croissant one, and that's where my eyes went. I was like, I want to try that, but they only had like either pepperoni or like just covered in meat, and we were looking to see if they had like a deluxe one, and they didn't, so we went with the stuffed
They
crust.
were kind of out of some things.
Yeah. The grocery store shopping just in general now is a very interesting experience because sometimes everything is stocked, and then sometimes you go to one section and it's completely decimated.
Well, it was different because when we went to Food Lion yesterday, what was not there at Food Lion was so different than...
Well, that was also post Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's going to be different too because there's folks that got very specifically said, oh man, I want to try this croissant pizza.
Put it back on the list. We'll look.
I'm putting it on the list. I'm putting it on the list. Putting it on the list. I want to try this out myself. I'm realizing if I put croissant, will it know what to do?
Put frozen pizza and then make a note on it
Frozen
for croissant crust.
pizza. I'm gonna put frozen pizza, and then I'm gonna add a note and put.
Basuna says, "Could you put some veggies of your own on the meaty croissant pizza?" We might do that. I have a frozen bell pepper right now.
I tried to type in DiGiorno, but that's not in the dictionary, so it autocorrected to Divisero.
We'll know, right? Just put croissant crust. We'll know.
Divisor. Get the door. It's Divisero.
DC Racer says, no frozen potato items. Yeah, that's what we noticed yesterday. No frozen potato items.
So one of the things that we always like look for is Tiny Yeti's what?
Satisfy your taste buds with Tiny Eddie's pureed lawnmower twists.
Oh God. Didn't really work out very well, did it? I actually forgot what I was gonna say.
One of the things we're looking for in the store is the hash brown patties.
That's it. That's exactly what I was gonna say. We really like the patty, the hash brown patties. Those are one of our favorite things, and they're always sold out. Every grocery store is like always sold out of them. Because I don't mind making the shredded ones, but I prefer the patties. And the patties are so hard to find.
There was one time we were at Publix and we got some, and they were like the last two on the shelf. And the guy who was bagging our groceries was like, "These are so good," and we're like, "Yep, can never find them."
I bet it's that guy. I bet it's that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's bits from Riza Luca, who says, "Good morning, grandparents. I'm celebrating my 21st birthday and 20th tomorrow. Last year I spent my birthday in quarantine, so I'm making up for lost time. Eddie, what snack should I have to celebrate? And Stephen, what original drink do you suggest I have with it?" Well, let's see here. I mean, if you're eating pureed lawnmower twists, that's basically... I mean, it's pureed. It is a drink.
With a twist.
If the pureed wasn't there, lawnmower twist sounds like someone took grass and twisted it and then served it like as hors d'oeuvres. That's lawnmower.
It's like blended wheatgrass.
Yeah, but the fact that it's pureed, I'm like... If you're eating that, something that'll help that go down real smooth would be, let's see. You gotta keep the color scheme the same. Absinthe.
I'm surprised you know that.
Yeah, me too. You have no idea. So, let's do absinthe. And... a tomato. Crushed. Crushed. But it has to be, it has to be aroma. Listen, this is important. Absinthe, take aroma.
So
V8. Is there absinthe in V8? Never had a V8. You gotta put the aroma in. And you have to take a fork. This is the only way that this will work. If you do it any other way, you're doing it wrong. You put the aroma in the cup of the absinthe. You take a fork, and you take the prongs and you push the tomato up against the glass. And at one time, just once, a firm push, and then you don't touch it. That's it. Do not take that tomato out. Do not crush that tomato any further. A single push of the fork. That's it. And that is what we call A Christmas Miracle. That's the name of that drink. Someone write that down. Also, happy birthday. Or double birthday, as it were. I would not suggest drinking anything that I suggest that comes out of my mouth. 4 months from Stalker Mike 1987. 39 months from Missing No Leader. 300 bits from Cheese Hammer says, so you're saying the frozen pizza wasn't very good?
Sorry, Aldo said literally just a tomato floating in episode.
Listen, it's a Christmas miracle. Cheese Hammer, so you're saying the frozen pizza wasn't very good? I'm curious. I wonder what the solution for that would be. You know, it is the funniest thing. We almost made a pizza, and I talked Mal out of it because I was like, we're not going to have enough time. Would it have been a better pizza? Absolutely. Was I correct? I was probably still correct.
For movie night, yeah.
I was probably
For
still correct.
long movie night, yeah.
That's why I said, I told Mal, I was like, listen, I said, if we're watching Return to the King Extended Edition, we really should buy a pre-made pizza. Like, we should not make everything about this is going to take way longer than it needs to. That being said, I'd like to get back to eating pizza. I have actually, I haven't, so I talked about this somewhat recently. I haven't paid too much attention to the things you can and can't eat. I've done a pretty good job because I haven't had a lot of coffee. I've had maybe one coffee a week, which is a huge decrease. I normally have a coffee every day, and I'm averaging about one a week. I'm not thinking too much about like the tomato sauce or whatever, but I find that as long as I do all my medicine, I don't have any problems. You know?
Yeah.
Take my 3 pills a day, then I feel fine. So it really has, I think it has less to do with me, what I'm eating, and more to do with
the pills.
The pills. If I miss the pill, that's when I have a burden. 3 bits from Nunchoos, who says, I haven't caught Breakfast Stream live in a while, so I just want to say that Honey-O's are the platonic ideal of a cereal, and it feels like forbidden knowledge. Yeah, so actually, when I released that vlog, if you go down and you look at the comments, there are so many folks that are like, this is my favorite cereal, and I finally feel vindicated because people are, finding out about it. It is true. Honey-O's are ridiculously good. It does. Forbidden knowledge is a good way of putting it because it feels like they're not supposed to... The cereal's not supposed to taste that good. Like, good Honey Nut... No. So, like, I say this as someone who really likes Honey Nut Cheerios. I like Honey Nut Cheerios. I have 2 giant Costco boxes downstairs.
He does.
Honey-O's are better than Honey Nut Cheerios. And it's not even really close. It's a different... You're on a different level. You've ascended into a different place. I'm selling you guys on this because I really believe it's that good.
Did you know we have 5 boxes of cereal in the house right now?
Way more cereal than we normally have.
You bought 2, and then we went to Costco, and you bought a double pack.
Yeah. That's okay. The reason I did that is because the ones you get from the grocery store, it's really only like 3 bowls of cereal. But the one you get at Costco, that's like 9 bowls of cereal. Ish. Anyway, Honey-O's are great. 300 bits from Gold Major says, where are you, Shrimpy? Where are you, dead? You can't die. You just get hurt and come back. You're dead. Oh no, they killed Shrimpy. How will I carry all this sauce? I mean, no, you're dead, Shrimpies. Dead. But seriously, how will I carry all this sauce? I'm not sure if that's like a song parody. If it is, or maybe it's just a jazzy poem. if it's a song parody, I didn't catch the cadence and rhythm of said song. Unless it's supposed to, it was when you killed Carl in Skyrim. Y'all know that was like 11 years ago, right? I don't know if you know. Like, I cannot remember what happened 11 days ago.
True. True.
Man, here's a fun fact. Y'all want to feel old? Everyone shouting unanimously. No, we don't. Can't. Too bad. Lord of the Rings is a 20-year-old movie. When you think of a movie that came out 20 years ago, you probably think The Terminator. That's what me and Mal thought. Nope. Lord of the Rings is a 20-year-old movie. And now we all wait to die. 24 months from T-Mug Celeste. Clap. 2 years. Hey, I can have a piece of bread.
I know.
So I was thinking I might have like a single piece of bread or something. From Gold Mage. So I guess I never quite made it clear, but 2022, as everyone knows, is Year of the Shrimp, thanks to our Lord and Savior Chaz. And February has been me reliving that with your classic memorable moments with shrimp. Oh, okay. Okay, I better understand now. The problem is, I may actually still miss some. Just because, yeah, I might miss a few because it's just been so long. We also have, and this may surprise you, we have several memorable moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have over 1,500 at this point. I'm not sure exactly. And more every day.
Mm-hmm.
And there is 1,500 and more to see. There is a memorable moment 4 times a week.
Go get your toast.
I'm gonna have some toast. I'm gonna put that there.
Coffee.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, maybe I'll bowl cereal.
Yeah.
Because we got so much cereal.
Bring Kepler with you.
I can't carry Kepler in a bowl of cereal?
Andrew says, there's the 30-plus-year-old grown again. Anyway, so we were up late because we worked, and then we watched the movie. Mr. Deathkill says, I guess that empty mug is going to stay there. Yeah, I'll take it down. It's my mug. Noah says, I developed a 30-year-old grown at 18. Someone asked what my favorite Super Bowl commercial was. I liked... What stood out to me? The Irish Spring one stood out to me. The one with Zach Braff and... What's his name? I just think of them as their Scrubs characters stood out, but... And, the Austin Powers one. Those ones stood out to me. Blastoise eats nonsense 300 bits. Prompt. You just have discovered you have the ability to know the correct answer to any question, but only after it has been asked by someone other than yourself. That would be very convenient. Where's the mouse? There is the mouse. The Rocket Mortgage Barbie one was weird. Yeah. I liked it though. There was a few I liked that were just, you had no idea where they were going. Mr. Zip says, how does Ghost of Tsushima look on PS5? It looks good. From what I understand, I'm playing the PS4 disc on the PS5, and it's not as good as the PS5 disc on the PS5. But I'm not going to get it and play through it again. I don't have time for that. Especially with Coliseum and other stuff coming out. But it looks better on the PS5 than the PS4.
Well,
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Well, it's running at a...
It's running at a higher frame rate.
No.
No, resolution.
It can run at a higher frame rate. You don't know.
No, I have no idea.
I know.
You just tell me things, and I'm like, uh-huh. That's nice, honey.
It's not incorrect. It was running at
I just looked at it, and I was like, that looks nice.
it was running at 1080-30 on the PS4, and it's running at 4K 30. 4K 30 or 1080-60 on the PS5.
Ah, yes. H.264.
This is good. Man, you know what's wild? Those Lord of the Rings Blu-rays.
Yeah.
The first, like, consumer physical product that I have seen.
Coffee.
I mean, partially because I don't look into this and read anything about this. It's the first consumer product I've seen that is H.265. Has the HEVC logo on the box. And I pointed this out to Mao. And I don't know why. I was like, wow, that's really neat. That's really neat. Like, you know, it's the first thing I've seen, you know, that is H.265. And I was like, okay, honey. I'm like, that's neat.
We have 500 bits from Vinny G. Plays. I got Jones Soda for the first time since it just came into my store on this most recent truck. So I pose this question to you two as well as chat. Do you have a favorite Jones flavor? Mine is cream soda. Mine is green apple.
Strawberry lime. Strawberry lime. Although many are good. They also have really good root beer.
Yeah.
It's easy to overlook Jones root beer because you're like, root beer. So many root beers. All of these root beers I could eat. Drink. But Jones root beer is actually really good. So, but strawberry lime is my favorite.
That'd be my second favorite.
It's very sweet though.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet.
They've had some over the years I've liked, but they don't have them anymore. So. We have 300 bits from Fox Cody. If you have a PS4 disc, PlayStation allows you to get the most PS5 versions digitally for free as long as the PS4 disc is inserted.
That's good to know. But that's also how we would play the game too.
Yeah.
Like if we already own a game.
Ghost isn't a free upgrade, Doodle says. Yeah, that's probably why Fox Cody said most. But maybe Fox Cody didn't know about Ghost.
Yeah. I know that some are paid upgrades. But some are free.
Mm-hmm.
We have some PS4 games.
Uh-huh. We have some PS5 games.
We have
One.
one.
And it's above your shoulder. That's above your head.
I was like, that's Indonesia.
Pathless.
Yeah.
We have 300 bits from Gold Mage. Sorry. I needed not decaf coffee this morning, apparently. You have 1,810 currently published, and I've done already Welcome to Malamart, Death of Sammy 3.0, Amnesia's Running from Danger Song, Don't Eat Me, Mr. Bear, and one more I think I've already forgotten. I'm with you on the memory issues.
I didn't realize we had that many. That means we're coming up on 2,000. If I actually get 4 posted a week,
Yeah.
which lately
You haven't?
I haven't, just because honestly I've forgotten a little about it because we moved the time slot. But if I get 4 posted a week, we'll hit. Does that math work out? Yeah, we will hit 2,000. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of videos.
I have to say, because I've been working on it, I'm really excited about my next painting.
Mal's next painting is very, very technically impressive and interesting.
Thank you.
And it's something that I feel like you'll only really...
Is it Wordle?
It is Wordle. And Mal is doing a Wordle painting, and that's actually what it is. I hate to spoil it so quickly, but it's Wordle. Sorry. Folks that know art mediums, like folks that have worked with art mediums, will understand why what you're doing is bizarre. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's cool. I was like, when are you going to put, when are you going to put paint on the canvas? And I was like, that is paint. And I was like, that's paint? It was cool. It's an acrylic painting. It does not look like an acrylic painting. So I'm super excited for folks to see it. Real good. Real good. But it's not done yet. Chaz saw it.
Yeah.
Chaz was like, oh, wow. I'm paraphrasing. But that's something like that. He said something like that. I think he said wow or whoa, maybe.
Paraphrasing with wow from whoa.
And then he said, very bold of you to do a Wordle painting. Oh, wow. See?
Paraphrasing to wow. Mm-hmm. What else is going on? I have no idea. What Let's Play comes out today?
Oh, yeah. We should talk about... Yeah, we'll wrap up while I'm finishing up cereal. Today is Tuesday. Oh, Skyrim. Tuesdays are Skyrim. It's not our Skyrim highlights. They're good.
Yeah. I've liked the ones I've seen.
If you're
I
not,
haven't watched all of them.
how dare you?
I know. You didn't show me the others.
They're
Russian
on-
Bingo is out.
they're on-
Vagabond reminds us.
If you haven't watched Russian Bingo, that's a thing that you can do. It's always an option.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing. It's not really that confusing.
No.
It's just bingo.
It is
It's
just bingo.
blackout bingo.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only context you need.
Yeah.
It's blackout bingo. You're set. Watch it. It's blackout bingo.
And we make up some of our own rules along the way. Like, you have to call Uno. Chess said the only confusing part is why we did it. And Thomas says, again, actively telling your audience to not watch your own content.
I mean, here's the thing. You're either going to watch it or you're not going to watch it. And if you don't watch it, you should. Did I sell people on it? I think I just did.
Someone in the comments was like, so who do we blame for this? Haley? And I think it was Haley. I think Haley was like, we should play bingo.
I actually think it was Haley.
And then, for some reason, you and I were running late to game night that week we recorded it. And by the time we get there and logged in, someone had already set up Russian bingo instead of normal bingo.
That has big Alex energy.
It does.
Chaz is normally the one that sets up games.
Yeah.
But that has big Alex energy, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yeah, that's out. You can watch that. Also, the Skyrim will be out today, and Skyrim's really good. Dan's continuing to do a good job with those videos. And then, I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to get these little last. They're so hard because they float.
You could drink some of the milk.
Absolutely not. That's disgusting. Milk is disgusting. I hate milk. Hold on. Got one more. Alright, there we go. Where was I? $41 months from Phantom SVT. Thank you. Final announcements. Honestly, I don't have any. Watch Skyrim when it comes out at noon. And then, I'll probably have some vlogs out today.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
And next week is Coliseum.
And next week's Coliseum. I do have, I got a short nap I'm going to take today, but otherwise I'll be working on vlogs. And then, this week we'll be continuing Pokemon. So,
There
stay tuned
he
for that.
is. Welcome you.
Fan favorite update. We'll talk about it next month. Just if just for the fact that Dan's too busy to work on it at the moment, unfortunately. So, yeah. Will there be streams next week? There will definitely be breakfast streams next week. We haven't really discussed a Friday stream. I would say that the Friday stream next week, if it happens, would be very, very different and probably very, very brief. Would be my
Your guess.
suspicion. It would be, yeah, like something in the vein of like a house tour type thing. I don't think that we would do anything else because I don't think that we'll have time.
Yeah.
But Pokemon this week, yes. So this week Pokemon, this week Pokemon. Just keep chanting that for the next 3 days until we go live, and that'll be that. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you on Thursday.
For breakfast stream? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
well, I was going to
Thursday.
say the time. Usually say the time. Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Then I say for breakfast stream. That's when.
Is that how it goes?
Well, usually.
I'm not sure.
Well, I am. Sure.
Well-
I know it. It's It's
We'll agree to disagree.
I don't think we are on the same understanding here. Okay, that's final clown for the road.